shapes. So here are like different sizes of rectangles. To emphasize the focal point of the church, we kind of added like different sided like trees that kind of leads you to the church center. And there's this dome here because it's inspired by the dome, like the planetarium in Hong Kong.
You can also see that there's some little alleys between the buildings because then like one of the things that on the video that was good about the city, so there should be big roads, but there also should be small ones so you can like explore a bit. And we chose them a planetarium instead of just having all buildings because we want to have a form of classic enjoyment for some of the people living or working here so that they can, have some fun in their spare time. You can see here that in between these two blocks, there's like an invisible path to the church. And this is good because there are more entry points to the block in general. And the height to width ratio is also very good because there's a smaller gap with shorter buildings.
As you can see, we made 4 trapezium kind of blocks because like we want to have like, different shapes, and actually in between these blocks there's 2 normal trapeziums to make it like more playable. There are these smaller squares that kind of makes the buildings more variety that keeps the section from looking too plain. This is a view compared to the other buildings. As you can see, our block kind of have more greeneries and like different shaped buildings.
And but the buildings, they kind of still look a bit similar, which is good because we want it to be a bit similar but not too different, so it's not too much of a change. And here, we're back to this picture just at a different angle because this angle is from more of a human's eyes. And you can see here that the church is very big and very tall, so it's a very significant and it's a good focal point. And you can the church is kind of framed in between these 2 buildings, which is good because it is the focal point and we want it to be, very important. And this is a man compared to the church which is on the left and the tree which is on the right.
As you can see, the big main road over here, it's not too wide or too narrow, because if it's too narrow, then it may be kind of claustrophobic maybe, but like it's not too wide to like kind of take up too much space. We added trees and lampposts to like kind of make it, like, because trees makes like kind of have like a more lively kind of look to it, and the lamps make you like able to see in the dark. These trees are enough to create kind of like a steady border between the path and like the other buildings.
And you can see here that the trees are very symmetrical and it creates order, which is nice. And there are also lampposts behind the trees which also are in order. And the trees, they were inspired by the place in Paris because there they lined the roads with the trees to make like a boundary between the path and the road. And you can also see that these 2 are the trapezium-shaped buildings, and they kind of also frame the church a bit by slanting towards it. And the layouts of these buildings, they're kind of symmetrical, but still not exactly the same, so it's not that boring and identical. And see, like, they're all different sizes, so as I said, it's not exactly the same.
In this photo, you can see that like these buildings are pretty dense and like compact, but like as you can see, there's like little alleys so you can walk to the big main road. And like the buildings are like not too tall because like we really got inspired by the photo from Paris. Between the trees and like alleys, you can actually walk through to the big main road as well.
And now we have a little clip to show you of our design.
So this project has been really fun to make, and we hope that you like our design and presentation.